Welcome back. We're talking sports right here at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. You can be part of the fun. Yes, you can. You can talk to us on our social media platforms. On Twitter, we're Channels_Sports. Facebook, Channels-Sports. You can send us an email. It's sportstonight@channelstv.com. Don't forget to show some love to Channels Television. We're celebrating 21 years of amazing professional broadcasting. And we've told you can use the hashtag Channels at 21. This one just gives us joy, right? Knowing that it's a pleasure serving you, bringing information and incredible sports reporting. So, let's talk about something very important to football in Africa. Look, a lot of people don't understand the need to be part of some particular settings. The CAF Executive Committee, we're expecting the elections next year, March. Now the talks, everybody, now whatever is going wrong, everybody, I'm hydroponic. But how important is it for us to have someone in that CAF Executive Committee?
It's, well, I've been reading the reports too, linking Amaju with eyeing a place on the CAF Executive Committee. For me, there's absolutely nothing wrong in it.
That's right.
If he has that kind of dream, let him pursue it. If he wins, good luck to Nigeria. Good luck to him, because those who have been there before are not do not have a bigger pedigree than Amaju Penny. So it's okay if that's his dream and his aspiration. But you talked about the importance of having Nigeria at that level. It's amazing. It's good. There's a lot for us to benefit playing the African football politics. People do not understand that sometimes little things that you think are insignificant could go a long way in helping to shape the future
policy-making decision
of our game. Let me give you an example. We are not going to be at the Nations Cup in 2017.
That's right.
And the reason is because Chad pulled out from our group. Because if Chad had remained in our group, we probably would have had enough points to have picked the second slot for the second best team.
Okay.
That Togo picked with 11 points. We would have ended with 11 points. If we were involved in the CAF politics at that time, we would have had an idea that that kind of thing was going to happen, and we would have made a move on time to make sure we are able to avoid it. Find a way to make sure that Chad are able to complete their games. I mean, these things like this go a long way in shaping what eventually happens to our football.
I agree, but Toyin, bring it a little bit closer home. Won't this be a distraction to Amaju Penny?
This is not the first time we're having a Nigerian in the CAF Executive Committee, and then eventually even in the FIFA Executive Committee. And when those guys were there were no distractions. It was only positive for us because they were able to pull the Nigerian interest at that level. Any gathering of nations, any gathering of people, there will be interests to protect. That's the truth of politics. So if there is someone who will be able to play that role for us, the better for us. So it's for me, I do not see any negative in it. I do not see any distraction in it. Other countries that have people on the executive committee still have those guys functioning effectively for their different federations without any distraction. So why not Nigeria? Ghana FA president has been involved with CAF for a long time. No distraction to Ghana. It's only positive for Ghana. So I think we need a voice at that level to help protect the interest of Nigeria, because at some point it's those who are there that can fight for you and defend you. Amos Adamu did a lot of that when he was in the CAF Executive Committee and in FIFA until things went awry. So I believe if we can push someone there, it will be positive for us at the end of the day, provided we can ensure that the Nigerian interest is protected.
So it's more like it's very important we have like a watchdog in there to understand what's going on, policies making, decision taking, and then bring it back, particularly in terms of
somebody who is there and has an idea of the direction that football policies are going, and is able to tell us ahead of time that, guys, football, the modern trend, the policies of the game, the future of the game is moving in this direction. Let's begin to make adjustments and begin to also think along this line. I mean, it's for me a win-win situation. So I think we need to encourage him. It's not easy. It's not a tea party. You have to contest against some of the most formidable opponents you will find on the continent. So let's try to push. After Amos Adamu, we've always lost. the CAF elections or the FIFA elections. Galadima lost for a seat in the FIFA. The former NFF president, Aminu Megeri, lost for the CAF seat. So you need a lot of planning. You need a lot of support to be able to pull it through. I just hope that all of these things are in place, and we'll see in March. It's still a long way off. March 2017.
Yeah, it doesn't look that long.
Okay, March is not long.
I see some of the FA presidents are coming, they're talking in Africa, so
maybe the underground work is going on already. So whatever support we need,
not making it. You mentioned Aminu Megari. Does Amaju Pinnick have the pedigree?
Wow, he's a new FA president. This is his second year, I think, on the job. But I think we've seen some of his moves that gives us an idea of somebody who is beginning to gain a lot of ground in the African football setting. One of the big ones was Gianni Infantino coming around, and then some FA presidents from across Africa coming around as well. And of course, at the Nigerian Sports Award about this time last week, you saw Kwesi Yantaki, who is a FIFA Executive Committee member, coming around. Musa Biliti coming around. I mean, these are pointers, feelers to the fact that this man knows what he's doing. But you know, it's high-level politics. You have to be able to stay on top of your game until the elections are over. And I hope he gets the support. I hope he's able to mobilize all these people to do the needful, as we always say, so that he gets the seat. I think it's going to be to Nigeria's advantage if Amadu is ambitious, is forward-looking, and I believe he can do a lot for Nigeria if he gets to that level.
That's his opinion. Let's hear from you on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook, channels like sports. NFF President Amaju Pinnick wants a place in the CAF Executive Committee. Do you think he has what it takes to actually be there? Talk to us. We want to hear your opinion. Okay, the Super Falcons, that's a trending topic right now in Nigeria. Ever since they won the 8th title at the African Women's Cup of Nations, it's not been so good. It's more like from a sweet story to a bitter one, because as we speak, the team, they're still at their hotel in Abuja. They said they are not leaving there until they get their allowances. I know you want to talk about it, Tony wants to talk about it, but we will not do that talk until we hear from the Minister for Youth and Sports, Solomon Dalung. He's been talking also, giving assurances. Let's listen to it and I'll come back. You will talk about it. Don't go anywhere. Stay.
I want to categorically state that it's a statement taken out of context, and I cannot imagine or reconcile how it will go. The commitment of the federal government to the support of the Falcons is indeed overwhelming. That explains why the Vice President himself had to abandon his tight schedule to visit the players in camp before they proceeded to Cameroon. That is evidence of preparation for victory. And so the federal government was prepared because it has records of the antecedent performance of the players. The challenges we are having today, which has to do with their welfare, is given attention to. We are working around the clock to see how we'll raise funds in order to address the issue of their bonuses. And Your Excellency, the problem with the issue of non-payment has a long history. They have been owed a very long time, even before I came on board as a minister. So it's a chain of non-payment of their bonuses and allowances that led to what we are living with. But of course, I trust that Your Excellency will always stand by us in solving some of these problems, just like you have done in the past.